When I read the first 3 pages, my heart was pounding, literally. I couldn't believe the writing. I wanted to do it. There are so many inspiring plays here. I've always wanted to do that, I'm too old! Crimp, love Crimp. I have to start with Harold Pinter. Celebration. It was the first play that I did of his, which he directed. Having the writer himself guiding you through his own play was just phenomenal. And it taught me to revere writers and to respect every word they've written. What I love about Pinter is he doesn't tell the audience what to think. He makes you feel things, but you don't always understand why you're feeling what you're feeling. In speaking the words in what Harold said was truthfully and precisely, the character reveals itself. And that's what I learned from this play. It's Harold Pinter. Yes, Conor McPherson. But it's not a Conor McPherson play, because I've never done a Conor McPherson play. I've seen lots of his plays, and he's an amazing writer. I think this is quite a cool story. This young director, Titus Halder, he was given the opportunity, and I think this is such a great example of how we need to empower young artists. He was given the opportunity to choose a play to direct of his own. He chose Strindberg, Dance of Death, but he asked if he could get Conor McPherson to do an adaptation, and they said, I doubt it, mate. Conor doesn't do adaptations. And he said, well, can I just ask? And who doesn't like being asked? And Conor did the most phenomenal adaptation of the Strindberg. When I read the first 3 pages, my heart was pounding, literally. I couldn't believe the writing. I wanted to do it. And I wonder if that was because, the part I played in the Pinter was a small part. Suddenly I was being given the opportunity to do something that was a bit chunkier. And it's the most poisonous relationship between the captain and Alice. She threatens to kill him, he's threatened to kill her, and it's utterly delicious. I don't know if it's partly because of my upbringing, of having lived in a very tempestuous household, where love and hate can live under the same roof. But it's the absurdity of life and the absurdity of relationships and how much you hate each other, and yet the marriage survives. It survives all of that. And consequently, it's incredibly moving. There's a play I'd like to revisit. Dance of Death, Conor McPherson. There's something very freeing about doing a new play, because audiences have no expectation. People have to come at a new play fresh. That's really exciting. And I think it's liberating for an actor, because you really are serving the play. You can't serve yourself, because nobody's going to say, oh, I preferred so-and-so's version, or, all of that. My next play, I think, is going to be the opposite of that. And I think an old classic. I had to put Shakespeare on here because I find Shakespeare really hard. I did it for GCSE. That's not why I chose it. I was more interested in the witches when I was doing it at GCSE. Macbeth was the first time I felt I had approached it the way I would a new play. And we had something magical happen. I did it with Ray Fiennes. It was November. And I was quite scared initially at opening it, because you're alone as Lady M, you're alone on stage. You enter by yourself. The play started, and here you are with the letter. And initially it was terrifying. And a couple of days earlier, Rafe and I were doing a particular scene, and a butterfly had sort of flown between us. And it happens occasionally. November, a bit weird. There are those little stories about what does a moth or a butterfly represent in theatres. Is it a ghost? Is it a loved one who's died. My dad died about 18, 19 years ago. I wasn't like thinking, oh, it's him. But you sort of can't help, but I'm not super superstitious, but those things are magical. Anyway, so this one day I came on for the letter scene, King Comes Here Tonight, and I was at the front of the stage and I saw that butterfly on the floor. I thought, I'm gonna just use it. And I went down and I touched it. This is mid-performance. And he climbed on my finger. And then I thought, I wonder if the people right at the back of the auditorium can see this, because there's 2,000 people here. And I did, come you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, with this butterfly, to the butterfly, as if he was the spirit. And then I released him and he flew off. And it was so exciting. It was really cool. And in the interval, our stage manager came on and, you're a witch, you're a witch, you're a witch. So that felt really magical. And there is something, the spirits are in this play. And there aren't many plays these days where there is that element of magic. And it just felt right that we were visited by a butterfly, who frankly stole the show, but that was amazing. And now I'm hungry for Shakespeare, because I feel like I kind of got under the skin a little bit. Not because of the butterfly, but because of the writing. The next one is, I think Anya has done the most incredible adaptation of this play, Anya Reese, who is an amazing writer. The Seagull. Anton Chekhov. When I was at drama school, I played Ranievskaya in The Cherry Orchard, and I loved it. You know, I think it's the ultimate actor indulgence, Chekhov, because it's all about subtext. So like, I feel with Harold, with Pinter, you have to be full of everything that's going on underneath, and then you don't show that, but it's simmering underneath. Shakespeare, he writes everything that you're thinking. Sometimes, and that's why you have all those lovely asides, and the characters do speak their thoughts. You often have a relationship with your audience. And the Seagull, or the Chekhov, you're playing subtext like hell. And that's so much fun. And sometimes you can say one thing and be playing something completely different underneath. I got to play Arkadina, and I loved playing her. It was like, I can't even describe it, like a cascade of some weird mad opera singer who's doing all the notes all the time. She's so slippery and manipulative and awful. It's delicious because it's hilarious. There's something so wonderful about being horrible. And I sort of love her for it, because I think you have to always see the pain, the child, the hurt person behind the villain. You know, she's not a villain, but the human. That runs through all the characters I've chosen. I think I've chosen characters, but versions that have been written brilliantly well. I love this play, and I'd love to do it again. Oh, Thornton Wilder! Oh my God, Our Town, that's an amazing play. The Skin of Our Teeth we did, that was incredible. I loved doing that. That was Harry McClary. That was really frightening. We improv'd bits of that, it was crazy. Brian Friel, oh my God. I think this man is, talking of magic, he makes magic. I'd seen several of his plays before, but I always thought I'm not allowed to be in this world because I'm not Irish. And, you know, you don't want to hear people putting on bad Irish accents, and there's so many brilliant Irish actors out there who would do such justice. And then Matthew Warchus sent me this play. I started reading it and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do it. And he said, you don't have to do an Irish accent. But then, and I was like, okay, good. And then the more I read it, the more I thought, I don't have a choice. I'm so sorry. I don't have a choice. But I did lots of work on it because it sings. it sings, that is the voice. The more you speak it aloud, the more it reveals itself. Because it is music. I actually think writing is music, and that writers are composers, and that we're instruments. But he does something in this play which I do think is magic. There are 3 characters, for those that don't know, and there are 4 monologues, and they start, each person tells their version of what happened. And then suddenly, all 3 of us have exactly the same sequence of words. One little bit, it was in the field on the right-hand side. Suddenly the melody is laid on top of each other and it's identical. And it's like truth. It's like you've heard truth. And it sort of arrests you. And you realise then that what is true and what is not, what's real and what's not. One person's memory has been altered, and it's so profound. It's like magic. I really think it's magic. It's deeply moving. And I feel really privileged to have been allowed to do this. Well, thank you so much for having me. It's a real joy to revisit things that you've loved. And I think the more you do them, the more you learn about them. And it's like, that's the beauty of doing a long run. You do it again and again and again, and plays just reveal themselves. The more you do it, the more it reveals itself. And yet, rereading them now, I'm learning new things about them. That's why they're classics. That's why we want to see them again and again. I really do think writers are very powerful. I really enjoyed that. Oh, by the way, do you know something really exciting? I feel a bit naughty that I've actually chosen plays where my name's actually in the... There, Indira Varma. That's so exciting. Look, Indira Varma. Alice. Oh, that's not why I was chosen, by the way.